At the beginning of the drama, we see Rim, who is the CEO of a company. She comes to the company and starts working. Just then, a man comes there, gives her a ring, and proposes to her. Then they are both about to kiss, but Rim stops him and asks for his name. The man says, "My name is Nor Yang." Hearing this, Rim is shocked. Actually, Rim is seeing all of this in a dream. Hearing the name Nor Yang station stop, she wakes up and immediately gets off the bus. After this, she quickly runs to her coaching center. Actually, Rim is preparing for the civil service exam. She has been taking this exam for the last 5 years, but she fails every time. Her teacher mocks her in front of everyone in the class. Seeing this, she feels bad. Then, after the class, she says to the teacher, "You should not have mocked me like this." On this, the teacher gives her a voucher. Seeing this, she becomes happy and says to the teacher, "Ha, you can mock me whenever you want." After that, she goes with her friend to get some items. Then her friend says, "The teacher mocked you a lot today, and you didn't say anything to her." On this, Rim says, "She has given me this voucher, and that is why I didn't say anything." Then Rim comes home. Then her sister tells her about a ticket to Jeju Island and a hotel booking for 3 days. Seeing this, Rim says, "Why will I go there? It is your wedding, and I will stay for your wedding." Her sister says, "I have lied to my in-laws that you work in America, so you will not come to the wedding." Hearing this, Rim feels bad. Then the mom says to Rim's sister, "Why have you lied to them?" On this, Rim's sister says, "Then what should I have told them? That my sister is unemployed?" On this matter, a fight starts between those two. So, seeing them both fighting, Rim says, "I will go. I have got a chance to go to such a good place, so I will definitely go." After this, she goes to her room while laughing. After she leaves, the mom and sister start fighting again. Hearing their words, Rim becomes very sad. On the other side, Ji Hyuk is talking about a project, and he becomes successful in it. But that man says, "I want Kim Jong in this project too, so you keep him with you." Ji Hyuk says, "Okay." After the meeting ends, his friend comes there and asks him, "Let's party together on the success of the meeting." So Ji Hyuk also agrees. Then they both go to a club. Ji Hyuk does not talk to any girl there. Seeing this, his friend says, "You should not stay away from girls. You should talk to them with love." On this, Ji Hyuk says, "There is no such thing as love. Therefore, I do not want to get into these matters." The next day, Ha Young comes to meet Ji Hyuk and says, "Our dads are going to make a deal, and for that deal, they want us to get married. It will profit both of them." On this, Ji Hyuk says to Ha Young, "I will never marry you." Then, after Ha Young leaves, Ji Hyuk finds out Kim Jong is on Jeju Island. Therefore, he also decides to go to Jeju Island. There, Rim goes to meet her friend Moo Jun, who lives above her house. Rim tells him everything. So, hearing this, Moo Jun says, "I had not thought that your sister would do this to you." On this, Rim says, "What can I do now? Now I will have to go there." These two are talking when Moo Jun's son, Jun, comes there. Seeing Jun, Rim becomes very happy. Actually, Moo Jun and his wife have divorced, and now Jun lives with his dad, Moo Jun. Then, while Rim is going to Jeju Island, she sees a photo of Kim Jong at a place, and seeing him, Rim gets angry. Actually, Kim Jong is Rim's ex-boyfriend, who had left her by calling her, "You are useless and unemployed." Then Rim goes to Jeju Island. There, Ji Hyuk also arrives at Jeju Island. He calls his friend and says, "Find out about Kim Jong." Here, Rim is wandering alone when she meets a friend who introduces her to her boyfriend, and her boyfriend is none other than Kim Jong. Seeing this, Rim gets angry. Then Rim's friend asks her, "Have you also come here with your boyfriend?" On this, Rim tells a lie. "Yes, I have also come here with my boyfriend." After this, she immediately leaves from there, making an excuse for a call. Then she is eating food at a place when she gets a call from her mom, who asks her, "You are fine, right?" Rim says, "Yes, I am absolutely fine." Then she goes to a place where she sees Ji Hyuk standing above. So she feels he is about to commit suicide. So she runs to save him, and while saving him, both fall down. And because of this, Rim faints right there. Ji Hyuk brings her to the hospital, but he leaves from there even before she wakes up. Then Rim regains consciousness, and she has to pay the hospital bill herself, because of which she runs low on money. Then she is going to the hotel. Just then, a taxi comes and stops there. Rim thinks, "I have less money." Therefore, she does not sit in the taxi. Then she comes to the hotel on foot and immediately goes to sleep. The next morning, Rim goes to the hotel restaurant. Then she meets Ji Hyuk there. She starts talking to him. Just then, Kim Jong comes there with his girlfriend. Seeing them, Rim immediately holds Ji Hyuk's arm and says, "He is my boyfriend." Ji Hyuk also understands her point. and he also starts acting like a boyfriend. After this, they all are having breakfast together. Then during breakfast, Ji-hyuk talks to Rim very nicely. Seeing this, Kim Jong feels bad. Then Ji-hyuk invites them to a party to be held at night, for which they say yes. After this, everyone is going in the lift. Then they find out we all live on the same floor. Reaching there, Ji-hyuk and Rim are going ahead. Then Ji-hyuk's room comes, so he says bye to them and takes Rim and goes into the room. After coming into the room, Ji-hyuk asks Rim, "Is he your ex-boyfriend?" Rim says, "Yes." Then she says to Ji-hyuk, "Why have you called them to the party? I will not come to the party. Now you handle them yourself." On this, Ji-hyuk says, "I need Kim Jong for a project. Therefore, for today, walk with me in the party as my girlfriend. I will give you money for this." Hearing about the money, Rim agrees to this. Then Ji-hyuk takes Rim to a place where Rim is made ready for the party. Then they both come to the party and act like boyfriend and girlfriend. Seeing them doing so, Kim Jong feels bad. Then Rim goes outside, so Kim Jong also goes after her and says to her, "I know he is not your boyfriend. You both are only acting." On this, Rim leaves from there saying to him, "It is not as you are thinking. He is really my boyfriend." Then Rim is in the party, so Kim Jong is still noticing them. Seeing this, Rim takes Ji-hyuk outside and says to him, "Kim Jong has got a suspicion. They both are only acting." These two are talking. Just then, Kim Jong also comes outside with his girlfriend. Seeing him coming, Rim immediately starts kissing Ji-hyuk. Seeing this, Kim Jong is shocked. Just then, his girlfriend takes him away from there. Here, because of the kiss, love-like feelings come into Ji-hyuk's heart. When Rim moves away from him, he holds her again and starts kissing her. After this, they both come inside and are very nervous. Then Rim's friend says to them, "You both are very romantic." Then it is time to dance, so they both dance together, and while dancing, they both come close to each other. Then Rim is standing outside when Kim Jong comes there and tries to misbehave with her. Just then, Ji-hyuk comes there and hits him. And at the same time, he also says to him, "No matter how much loss I suffer, I will never work with someone like you." Then he takes Rim and leaves from there. After this, they both are sitting on the beach where Rim says to him, "A lot of loss has been caused to you because of me, right?" Ji-hyuk says, "No, it is not like that. If I had worked with him, I would have suffered even more loss." Then Rim goes into the water and starts playing. Seeing her doing so, Ji-hyuk feels very good. So he asks her to go on a date the next day. Hearing this, Rim is surprised. Then they both are in their respective rooms and are happy thinking about all this. There, Ji-hyuk's dad gets a diaper ad shot. After this, he comes to his office. Then Ji-hee is with him, who is Ji-hyuk's elder sister. She says to the dad, "You see, one day, this cloth diaper of ours will become the #1 diaper in the whole world." Dad says, "It will be so." Then he tells Ji-hae, "I am getting Ji-hyuk married to Ha-young. This will benefit our company and their company both." Hearing this, Ji-hae is surprised. The next day, Ji-hyuk and Rim both go wandering together where they first do cycling. After that, they eat food and then go boating, where Rim asks Ji-hyuk, "Your plan failed yesterday, so will you be scolded in the office for that?" On this, Ji-hyuk says, "Who will scold me? I am the boss of that company." Then Ji-hyuk sees dolphins in the water. So he says to Rim, "Look, there are dolphins in the water." When Rim is coming to see them, her foot slips and she falls into the water. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk jumps into the water and brings her to the boat after saving her. In between, both come close to each other and start kissing. Then these two come to the hotel and are spending good time with each other. Just then, Rim stops Ji-hyuk and asks him to take a bath. So Ji-hyuk asks her to wait and goes to take a bath. There, Rim's sister's wedding function is going on. Rim's sister's husband-to-be has borrowed money from some people and invested it in crypto, and all that money is lost. Seeing this, he is worried. Just then, the lenders come outside and they are talking among themselves. "If he did not give the money, then we will kill him." Hearing this, he gets scared and runs away from there, taking Rim's sister. Rim's mom starts looking for them. Just then, those lenders catch her and ask her, "Where are both of them?" Rim's mom says, "I do not know about them, where they are." Hearing this, they get very angry and then go to find them. Then Moojun brings Rim's mom home. Rim's mom is not able to understand what is happening. Just then, she gets a message from her daughter who says to her, "I had given all the money to my fiancé by mortgaging my savings in the house. He had invested that money in crypto, but now he has suffered a loss, and now we do not have money to give to those lenders. Therefore, now we are going very far from here." Seeing this message, Rim's mom has a heart attack, so Moojun immediately takes her to the hospital. There, Rim is very happy. Just then, she gets a call from Moojun and he says to her, "Your mom had a heart attack. I am taking her to the hospital." Hearing which, Rim immediately leaves from there. When Ji-hyuk comes out after taking a bath, Rim is not there. Seeing this, he is worried. Then he searches for Rim everywhere, but he does not find Rim anywhere. Here, Rim comes to the hospital, so she is very sad seeing her mom. Then Moojun says to her, "You go home. I will stay here." Then she comes home, so she meets a man outside the house who says to her, "I have come from the bank. Your sister has taken a loan from the bank by mortgaging this house, but she has not even paid the old loan yet." Then he leaves after giving Rim a few months' time. "If you do not return the money within these months, then we will sell this house." Rim says, "Okay." After this, she comes inside the house and calls her sister and says to her, "How can you do this to us? If the house is sold, then where will we live?" After this, Rim earns money by doing part-time work at many places so that she can get her mom's treatment done properly. There, Ji-hyuk is sitting at a place and remembering Rim. Just then, he sees a girl coming. He thinks, it is Rim, but she is someone else. After this, he goes to his friend and says, "I saw a girl today who looked exactly like Rim, but it wasn't her. I can't stop thinking about her." Just then, Rim comes there to deliver, but they both are not able to see each other. The next day, Ji-hyuk's dad asks him to marry Ha-young, but Ji-hyuk refuses, so his dad slaps him. On this, Ji-hyuk says, "Okay, I will do as you say, but for that, you will have to give a divorce to mom." Dad says, "Okay." Actually, Dad has kept Ji-hyuk's mom with him only for benefit. Their company makes baby products. He thinks, if I give a divorce to my wife, then it will affect my company. Because of this, they have kept the mom. But because of Dad's torture, Mom's mental health has deteriorated. For this reason, Ji-hyuk wants to get her a divorce and free her from here. Dad then says to Ji-hyuk, "You will now leave your company and join our company." Ji-hyuk says, "Okay." After this, Dad says to Ji-hy, "You arrange a place for him in the company." Then Ji-hy comes to the office and says to her assistant, "You form a team and select those ladies in that team whose children are less than 6 years old. And the in charge of that team will be Ji-hyuk." There, Rim goes to meet her mom and says to her, "You don't worry, everything will be fine." Then she is with Moojun and says, "Thank you to him, you have helped my mom a lot." Moojun says, "Now from where will you arrange the money?" Rim says, "I will find a good job. Once I get a job, everything will be fine." Then Rim comes home and is searching for a job on the internet. Then she sees the same job there. She thinks, this is the same job Ji-hy told her assistant about. These jobs are only for those moms whose children are less than 6 years old. Seeing this, she thinks, from where will the child come? Just then she hears Jun's voice. So she says, a child is already in this house. Then she keeps thinking about this the whole night, right? Should I apply or not? And the next day, she applies thinking about her mom. Then Ji-hyuk comes to the office, so Ji-hy tells him, "We are forming a team in which there will be those moms who have children less than 6 years old because they know very well what thing is right for babies and what is not. Therefore, they will work for our marketing. You will be the leader of that team." Then she shows him the interview files. "I have called these people for the interview." Ji-hyuk says, "Select whomever you find right." Saying this, he goes from there. The next day, the interview takes place. Ji-hyuk is getting very bored in the interview, so after taking the interview of a few ladies, he goes out on the pretext of the washroom. After he leaves, Rim comes there and gives the interview. Her interview is not good at all, but Ji-hy thinks, I will keep her. Actually, Ji-hy wants to become the new CEO of this company. She thinks, after Dad, Ji-hyuk will become the new CEO. Therefore, she selects such people in this team who are absolutely useless, thinking, through this team, I can defame Ji-hyuk and remove him from this company forever and become the CEO myself. After this, they send Rim away, saying, we will call and tell you. Then Ji-hyuk is in the gym. Just then, Ha-young comes to meet him. So Ji-hyuk says to her, I have no interest in marrying you. I am marrying you only because of my dad. So do not keep any expectations from me after marriage. On this, Ha-young says, I also have no interest in marrying you. I am also marrying you only because of my parents' pressure. I want to marry a normal person and live a normal life. Hearing this, Ji-hyuk is surprised. Then at night, Rim is with Moojun when she gets a call that she has been selected. Hearing this, she is very happy. The next day, Rim gets ready and first goes to the hospital and meets her mom and tells her about her job. Then she goes to the office and meets her team members who are talking a lot in the office and eating sweet potatoes together. Seeing them doing so, Rim is surprised. Then a man comes there and tells them, your team leader is coming. Hearing this, everyone welcomes the team leader. After that, when they stand up, Rim and Ji-hyuk are surprised to see each other. Then Ji-hyuk finds out these all are mommies. Hearing this, he is shocked and thinks, Rim is a mother of a child. Then a meeting takes place where they all are told, you all must work well. Here also Ji-hyuk is looking at Rim only. Then he asks everyone, well, how many children do you all have? So all ladies tell about their children. Then he asks Rim, how many children do you have? So Rim says, I have one child. So hearing this, he starts laughing. Then Rim is in the lift. Just then, Ji-hyuk comes there and takes her to the terrace with him and says to her, you are married and you have a child too, so why did you kiss me? On this, Rim says, I had a fight with my husband, and I went there in anger. There, I was not able to understand what I should do. Then all that happened by mistake by me. And when I realized that I am doing wrong, then I immediately came back from there. Hearing all this, Ji Hyuk gets very angry. There, Ha Young is in her gallery. The rates of her gallery paintings are high, because of which her paintings are not being sold. Ha Young thinks, how can I increase the sales? Just then, her mom and dad come there and get angry at her and leave after telling her to stop all this. Then Ha Young is looking at the photography of some studio people, so in that she likes Moo Jun's work. So she says to her assistant, send me the address of his studio. I want to talk to him about something. Here, everyone gets their IDs. So seeing this, they all are happy and get photos clicked. Just then, Ji Hyuk arrives there, so they ask him to take a photo together too. On this, Ji Hyuk says, I have checked your resumes and I have found out there is no ability in you all. Therefore, you people come for 6 months, talk, eat food, do whatever you want, but never bother me. Actually, Ji Hyuk has told them 6 months because he had found out this team will not last long. It will end in 6 months only, and then I too will leave this company. There, Ha Young meets Moo Jun and says, I have seen this photo taken by you. I want to keep it in my gallery. Moo Jun says, the one whose photo this is. Currently, I have no contact with her, so you cannot keep this photo in your gallery. Hearing this, Ha Young gives him her card and says, if the intention changes sometime, then contact me. Here, after the office, Rim meets Ji Hyuk and says, please do not tell anyone whatever happened between us on Jeju Island. Ji Hyuk is very angry here, so he says, you have cheated me, therefore you will get its punishment. Tomorrow you resign from this job yourself, otherwise I will remove you myself. Rim says to him, please do not do so, I need this job. But Ji Hyuk does not listen to any of her words and goes from there. Then Ji Hyuk is in a bar and thinking about previous things. There, Rim is writing her resignation letter. Then, thinking about her mom, she tears it and says, I will not resign. The next day, she goes to the office. So seeing her there, Ji Hyuk gets angry. So he calls her to his office by asking for juice. Rim goes taking juice and requests him a lot not to remove her, but Ji Hyuk does not listen to any of her words. So seeing this, Rim gets angry. So she says, you want to remove me, then remove me. But what will you say while removing? That I have kissed her on Jeju Island? Hearing her words, Ji Hyuk is surprised. Then he is in a meeting and thinking about this only. Then in the meeting, those people are talking about checking a product, and if it is checked in the lab, then it will cost $5,000. Ji Hyuk says, I will do this work without wasting your money. Then he brings Rim to a place and says to her, you have to check these bottles by putting them in hot water, whether these baby bottles change their shape in hot water or not, and you have to do this work for full 5 days and stay in the tent here. Rim says, will I do this work alone? Ji Hyuk says, yes. And if you do not want to do this work, then give your resignation letter to me. Rim says, no. Ji Hyuk says, I do not have any reason to remove you from the job. For that I will trouble you so much that you yourself will leave this job. Saying this, he goes from there. Then for 3 days, Rim does this work very well. During this, Ji Hyuk watches secretly, so seeing her working like this, Ji Hyuk gets angry. Then one night he comes to see Rim. Then he sees that there is a fire in the tent. Seeing this, he gets scared. He thinks Rim is inside, so he starts putting out the fire quickly. Just then, Rim comes there and puts out the fire. Seeing Rim fine, Ji Hyuk hugs her. Seeing this, Rim is surprised. Then Ji Hyuk goes from there. The next day, Rim goes shopping with Moo Jun. There she meets a lady from her team and she asks, he is your husband, right? Rim says, yes. Hearing this, Moo Jun is surprised. Then after coming out, he asks Rim about this. So Rim tells him everything. How I have taken the job by telling a lie. Then she says to Moo Jun, if ever needed, you will act as my husband, right? Moo Jun says, okay. The next day, all ladies work together and prepare a report. There, Ji Hyuk is very angry thinking about Rim. Just then, Rim comes there taking the report, so Ji Hyuk takes out all his anger on her to the extent that he even throws the report into the water. Seeing this, Rim goes into the water to save the report and starts drowning. Just then, Ji Hyuk comes there and saves her. After this, Rim is going home. Just then, Ji Hyuk comes there taking his car and makes her sit in the car and says, if you go in the bus in wet clothes, you will fall sick. Then on the way, Ji Hyuk asks Rim about the report, so Rim says to him, this is everything about the report. I put in a lot of hard work for it. Hearing which, Ji Hyuk feels good. Then Rim's house comes, so Ji Hyuk leaves her near the house and goes. Then when Rim comes near the house, the lenders have come there. They say to Rim, you are Rim, right? Your sister and her husband had borrowed money from us. We have come to take that. On this, Rim says, I am not Rim. My house is further ahead. Saying this, she goes ahead. Just then, Ji Hyuk comes there, who calls Rim by her name and says, "You forgot your phone in the car." Hearing this, Rim takes Ji Hyuk and runs away from there, so the lenders run after them. Moo-jun also sees all this running, and he also runs after them. Then Ji Hyuk and Rim hide in a cupboard. The lenders come there, they find no one there, so they go from there. Then Moo-jun comes there and opens the cupboard, so he asks Ji Hyuk, "Who are you?" Ji Hyuk says, "I am Rim's boss." Then he asks Moo-jun, "Who are you?" On this, Moo-jun says, "I am Rim's husband." Hearing this, Ji Hyuk does not feel good. Then Rim has got an injury on her foot, so Moo-jun picks her up and takes her away from there. Seeing this, Ji Hyuk feels very bad. Then Moo-jun and Rim are at home and thinking how they will pay that debt. Just then, Moo-jun thinks, "I should contact Ha-young." The next day, he calls Ha-young and says, "I am ready to work with you." Ha-young says, "Okay, you come to the gallery." There, Rim again makes the report and gives it to Ji Hyuk. Ji Hyuk looks at that report, so he says, "You have done good work today." Hearing this, Rim is happy. Then, Moo-jun comes to the gallery to meet Ha-young. Then Ha-young is doing something by climbing on a ladder. Suddenly, her foot slips and she is about to fall, so Moo-jun saves her. Seeing this, Ha-young is impressed by Moo-jun. Then Dad calls Ji Hyuk and gets angry at him and says, "You are not doing your work properly, so it will be better that you do your work in the right way." Ji Hyuk says, "Okay." Then he is in his office. Just then, he gets someone's call, hearing which he immediately goes home, where, after going, he sees his mom has got an injury on her foot. Seeing this, Ji Hyuk asks his mom, "Are you fine?" Mom says, "Yes, I am fine." Here, we are shown a flashback from which it is found out. It is revealed Dad had an affair with someone from which he had a daughter, Ji Hai. He brings her home, so Mom gets angry seeing this, but Dad silences her, and after that, Mom's mental health gradually deteriorates. Then Ji Hyuk takes his mom to the hospital and gets her admitted. Then when he is coming back, just then he meets Rim and her mom there. Here, after talking to Rim's mom, Ji Hyuk finds out why Rim needs this job so much. Then they both are sitting outside where Rim tells Ji Hyuk everything about her sister. Hearing Rim's words, Ji Hyuk changes the decision to remove her from the job. There, Ha-young finds out Moo-jun also has a son. Knowing this, she is surprised. Then Moo-jun is going to pick up his son. Just then some important work comes up, so Ha-young says, "I will bring him." Then Ha-young goes to pick up Jun. And here, during the conversation, Ha-young and Jun become quite good friends. Here, Jun also tells Ha-young, "My mom left us a long time ago." Hearing this, Ha-young is happy because she has started liking Moo-jun. The next day, Ji Hai finds out Ji Hyuk's team is doing good work, so she says to them, "You all must do a live stream." She thinks, "Through this, I can get them insulted." Before the live streaming, the ladies of the team have some work, so they go from there. Then Rim does the live streaming. During the live streaming, Rim has to make the baby wear a diaper, but she does not know how to put on a diaper, so she is not able to put on the diaper properly and she makes a mistake. So seeing this, the manager gets angry at her. Just then, Ji Hyuk comes there and handles the matter. Then, after the office, Rim is going home, so the lenders come there and catch her and take her away. Ji Hyuk sees all this, so he goes after them and saves Rim by giving them their money. After this, Ji Hyuk drops Rim home. After coming home, Rim tells all this to Moo-jun. Ji Hyuk has paid the whole debt. Hearing this, Moo-jun is surprised. The next day in the office, all ladies are scared. Because of the bad live stream yesterday, we will be removed from the job. Just then, Ji Hyuk comes there and says, "Today I have handled Dad, but from now on, whatever work you all do, you will show it to me first." Team members say, "Okay." After this, Rim meets Ji Hyuk and says, "I will return your money soon." Ji Hyuk says, "Those people were after you, so your husband should have come to pick you up." Rim says, "He was busy in some work, otherwise he takes care of me." Here, she praises her husband, so seeing this, Ji Hyuk gets angry. So he says to Rim, "Until you give my money, you cannot leave the work." Hearing this, Rim is surprised. Then Ji Hyuk deliberately troubles her. Sometimes he gives her salad to eat instead of food, and sometimes he tells her to wear slippers instead of shoes, and sometimes he tells her to go by stairs instead of the lift. The next day, Ji Hyuk and the rest go to a park where after going, they find out this park has been made by our company. But because of no publicity, many people do not come here. After this, they all are working in the park. Just then, during the conversation, a lady says to Rim, "Sometimes it feels like you are not a mother because you don't even know how to change a diaper." Rim says, "It is not like that." On this, another lady says, "It seems her husband does all these works. For this reason, she does not know all this." Rim says, "Yes." Then she praises her husband, so hearing this, Ji Hyuk does not feel good and he goes from there. So Rim also goes after him. Then Ji Hyuk finds a tree which he and his mom had planted in childhood. Rim takes Ji Hyuk's photo with that tree and says, "You show this to your mom." Then they both meet the caretaker of the park and ask him, why are many people not coming to the park? The caretaker says to Ji Hyuk, this park was made by your mom, and because of not getting publicity, people do not come here. And for this reason, now this park is being closed. After this, Ji Hyuk goes to meet his mom and shows her that photo, seeing which his mom is happy. The next day, a meeting takes place where Ji Hyuk says to Dad, we will publicize that park, that it is our company's park. From this, people will come to the park and its benefit will go to our company. Dad likes this idea. Then Ji Hyuk says to his team members, you people think of ideas. In what ways we can make our park famous? Team members say, okay. Then Ji Hyuk meets Ha Young and says, is there any photographer in your view who can work with us to make our park famous? On this, Ha Young tells him about Moo Jun. So he says, he is best for our work. Then all ladies work very hard and bring different ideas to make the park famous. They tell these ideas to Ji Hyuk, so Ji Hyuk also likes the ideas. Then Rim is at home, so Moo Jun tells her, I have got a work offer from your company and I have said yes. Hearing this, Rim gets into tension. What will happen if they find out about our lie? Moo Jun says, you don't worry, they will not find out anything. The next day, they both come to the office. Then Rim starts hiding Moo Jun seeing Ji Hyuk, but Moo Jun holds her hand and goes into the lift. Seeing both of them together there, Ji Hyuk feels very bad. Then Ji Hyuk and Moo Jun are talking. Then Moo Jun tells him, the photographer you have hired is me. Then Rim comes there. So Moo Jun calls her by saying, honey. Just then, Ha Young also arrives there. She is surprised hearing this. Seeing Ha Young there, Moo Jun gets scared. Then he takes her outside to talk to her and there tells her everything. I am helping Rim because of her mom. Then Moo Jun requests her, do not tell this thing to anyone. On this, Ha Young says, okay, I will not tell this thing to anyone. Then when Rim and Moo Jun meet all team members together, so seeing both of them together, all ladies start praising them. You both are looking very good together. Seeing this, Ha Young and Ji Hyuk feel very bad. After this, Moo Jun and Ha Young are going in the lift. Then Ha Young says to Moo Jun, I will not tell this thing to anyone, but for that, you will have to do one work of mine. Moo Jun asks, what work will have to be done? Ha Young says, you will do my photo shoot. Moo Jun says, okay. Then they both come to the gallery, where Moo Jun takes many photos of Ha Young. Seeing this, Ha Young is very happy. The next day, those people go to the park and do a photo shoot where Moo Jun is taking Rim's photos. Seeing this, Ha Young and Ji Hyuk feel very bad. Then at night, everyone eats food together. Moo Jun is talking to Rim very nicely here too, and seeing this, Ji Hyuk feels bad. Then Ha Young and Moo Jun are outside, where Ha Young confesses her feelings to Moo Jun and kisses him. Ji Hyuk sees them kissing, so he thinks Moo Jun is cheating on Rim. Just then Rim comes there, so Ji Hyuk immediately hugs her, thinking Rim must not see all this and she should not feel bad. Then Rim asks Ji Hyuk, what is all this? Ji Hyuk says, a naked man is dancing there and I do not want you to see him. After this, he takes her away from there. Here, after kissing, Ha Young asks Moo Jun for his answer, so Moo Jun says, I like Rim. On this, Ha Young says to him, if you like her, then why have you not confessed your feelings to her yet? Moo Jun says, because I am afraid that if she refused me, then I will lose my friend too, and I do not want to lose my friend. On this, Ha Young leaves after saying, I love you very much. If you ever need me, then you come to me. The next day, Ji Hyuk is in the office and thinking, should I tell Rim whether Moo Jun is cheating on her or not? Then Rim comes. Ji Hyuk is about to tell her but does not tell. Then everyone is eating food together. Just then a lady is talking about her friend. Her husband is cheating on her. And this thing is known to another friend of mine. Ji Hyuk asks her, has she told her friend? That lady says, no, she has not told yet. On this, another lady says, I feel she should not tell this to her friend. It is possible that her husband's affair ends soon. But if she told her friend, then things will not remain as before. Hearing this, Ji Hyuk thinks, I should also not tell all this. On the other side, Ji Hyuk's mom comes out of her room, so she meets Rim's mom. So here, during the conversation, they become friends. Then at night, Rim brings a lotion and says to Moo Jun, our company has made a new lotion, so I have to give its feedback. You use it on Jun and tell me how it is. Moo Jun says, sometimes I apply Jun's lotion, so I try it and tell. Then he tries it and says, this is very good. Rim says, is it really good? Then Rim holds Moo Jun's hand to smell it, so Moo Jun becomes nervous seeing this. Rim says, this is really good. Tomorrow I will give its feedback in positive. Saying this, she goes from there. And after her leaving, Moo Jun thinks, now I should tell her my feelings. The next day, Moo Jun is coming to the office. Just then he meets Ha Young, so both come to the office together. Ji Hyuk sees them together, so he feels bad for Rim. If she sees these two together, then she will feel bad. Then in the meeting, both are sitting together, so to separate them both, Ji Hyuk comes and sits between them. Then, after the meeting, everyone is going to have lunch, so Moo Jun asks Rim also to walk along, but Rim says, "My stomach is upset, so I will not go." After this, Moo Jun goes with Ha Young. Seeing them going together, Ji Hyuk thinks he does not care about his wife at all. Then he brings oatmeal and ginger tea for Rim, seeing which Rim feels good. After this, Ji Hyuk meets Ha Young and says, "Moo Jun and Rim are married, and you should not come between them and spoil their relation." Ha Young is about to tell the truth to Ji Hyuk here. They are not husband and wife. But just then, she remembers Moo Jun's words. This matter has to be kept a secret. Therefore, she does not tell anything to Ji Hyuk. The next day, Ji Hyuk and his team have a presentation where they all perform very well. Everyone likes the ideas they suggest for the park. Seeing this, Ji Hye gets angry, and immediately after the meeting ends, she goes from there in anger. There, Ji Hyuk and his team members are very happy. Then they go to a bar to celebrate this happiness and drink, but Rim drinks a little too much. Then, after everyone leaves, Rim and Ji Hyuk are sitting at a place where Rim says to Ji Hyuk, "You are a very good person. You always help me, but I am not worthy of you." After this, she is about to kiss Ji Hyuk, but just then she falls asleep on Ji Hyuk's shoulder. The next day, Rim is in the office. Just then, she remembers all this, so she screams and wakes up suddenly. Seeing this, everyone is surprised. Then Rim goes from there, making an excuse for the bathroom. After this, Rim meets Ji Hyuk and is about to ask him about last night, but does not ask, and starts talking about the taxi. But Ji Hyuk understands her point and tells her a lie. "I had drunk last night, and therefore I do not remember anything about last night." Hearing this, Rim is happy that he does not remember anything, and then happily goes from there. There, the manager brings a photo and shows it to Ji Hye and says, "An affair is going on between Ji Hyuk and Rim." Ji Hye says, "In this photo, their faces are not clearly visible. Therefore, it is not confirmed by this photo." Then she tells the manager to keep an eye on them and gather evidence. Then at night, Rim is working in the office. Just then, her health suddenly deteriorates. So Ji Hyuk brings her to the hospital. So the doctors give her medicine and say she will be fine in a few hours. Then Ji Hyuk sees that Moo Jun's call is coming on Rim's phone, so Ji Hyuk does not pick it up. Then Rim regains consciousness. So she says to Ji Hyuk, "Thank you for helping me." After this, Rim starts to leave. So Ji Hyuk does not let her go and asks her to sleep there. Rim says, "Okay." Then Rim is getting up to take water, so Ji Hyuk stops her and gives her water himself. In between, they both come close to each other, but just then, a nurse comes there, so they both move away. The next morning, Rim wakes up, so she sees Ji Hyuk sleeping right there while sitting. Seeing this, Rim is happy. There, Ha Young's brother Tae comes back. He comes home and meets mom and dad. Here it is found out. It is revealed. Tae had married a girl of his choice, and now he has got a divorce, and now he wants to open a new company by taking money from dad here. The next day, everyone goes to the park to plant saplings. Just then, Ji Hye says to the manager, "Take a photo of Ji Hyuk and Rim together." She thinks, by showing this, I can defame Ji Hyuk. The manager tries a lot, but he does not get any such photo. There, Ji Hyuk and Rim are only working. Then Ji Hye and Tae are sitting at a place. Actually, Ji Hye used to like Tae at some time, but Tae had left her and married someone else. Now Tae needs Ji Hye to get money out of dad. Then everyone is working. Just then, a lady's child goes missing. So everyone goes to the nearby jungle to find him. After a while, the child comes back. When the rest find out about this, they also come back. But Rim does not come back. So seeing this, Ji Hyuk goes to find her. Then he finds Rim at a place. Then they both are coming. Just then it starts raining. So they both go into a cave. After coming there, Ji Hyuk sees that Rim is feeling cold, so he makes her wear his coat. But after a while, Rim sees that Ji Hyuk himself is shivering with cold, so she makes him wear his coat back. After this, they both are sitting. Then Ji Hyuk says to Rim, "I like you and I cannot live without you." Hearing this, Rim is surprised. Then they both are about to kiss each other. Just then, Moo Jun comes there, so they both move away from each other. Then Moo Jun is taking Rim away. Just then, Ji Hyuk holds Rim's hand. Seeing this, Moo Jun says to him, "Why have you held Rim's hand?" Just then, the rest arrive there, so Ji Hyuk leaves Rim's hand. Then Moo Jun takes Rim and leaves from there. After this, Moo Jun and Rim are going home. Then Moo Jun says to Rim, "I do not find your boss's intention right. Therefore, you leave this job. I will give your entire loan." On this, Rim says, "I cannot take money from you." Moo Jun says, "You can take money from him and you cannot take from me. Why is it so?" Rim says, "It is not as you are thinking. Boss's health was not fine today, therefore he did so." The next day, everyone gets their salary, so seeing this, all ladies are happy. Then Rim takes out some money and goes to give Ji Hyuk the installment of the loan. But she finds out from the assistant, Ji Hyuk's health is bad, therefore he has not come to work today. Knowing this, Rim feels bad. Then after the office, Rim takes Ji Hyuk's house address from the assistant. and goes taking medicine and food for him. But seeing her there, Ji-hyuk says to her, "You are someone's wife, and you should not come to any single person's house like this." Hearing this, Rim says sorry to him and goes from there. After this, Ji-hyuk thinks, Rim is married, and their home should not be spoiled because of me. The next day, Ji-hyuk's family and Ha-young's family are eating food together. Then Ji-hyuk says, "I want to get married as soon as possible." Hearing this, everyone is happy, but Ha-young is shocked. Then Ji-hyuk comes outside, so Ha-young also comes after him and says, "I will not marry you. I am going right now to refuse." Ji-hyuk says, "Okay, go and refuse. But remember one thing of mine. If you refused, then your parents will imprison you in the house." Hearing this, Ha-young becomes silent. Then, at night, Ji-hyuk's mom and dad are going. Just then on the way, dad tells mom, "Ji-hyuk is doing this marriage to free you." When mom finds this out, then mom becomes very sad. There, Tai says to Ji-hyuk, "When Ji-hyuk and Ha-young get married, then it is possible that Ji-hyuk gets your position. But if you want, then I can break their marriage." But Ji-hyuk does not listen to any of his words here and goes from there. The next day, Rim comes to the company, so she finds out Ji-hyuk and Ha-young are getting engaged. After this, she goes to show some work to Ji-hyuk in the office, so she tells all the work from far away. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk is surprised. Then Rim is taking coffee, so coffee falls on her hand and the cup also falls and breaks. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk applies medicine to her and says, "You do not do any work properly." There, Ha-young says to her mom, "I will not marry Ji-hyuk." Hearing this, her mom gets angry at her and says, "Your marriage will be only with Ji-hyuk." The next day, Ji-hyuk meets his mom, so his mom says, "You do not marry Ha-young for me. You should marry such a girl whom you like." Hearing mom's words, Ji-hyuk gets into thought. Then he goes to meet Ha-young so that they can finalize the engagement dress. There, when Ha-young comes wearing the engagement dress, then in that, Ji-hyuk sees Rim, from which he is very happy. Then Ha-young's mom asks Ji-hyuk to stand with Ha-young. Hearing this, Ha-young goes from there, and Ji-hyuk realizes, "I was seeing a dream." Then Ha-young goes from there, making an excuse for a date with Ji-hyuk to her mom. Then Ji-hyuk is going. Just then, he gets a call from Ha-young's mom who asks him to enjoy the date. Hearing this, Ji-hyuk thinks Ha-young must have gone to meet Moo-jun by telling a lie. Therefore, he also leaves for there. There, Ha-young meets Moo-jun and says, "I love you. I do not want to do this engagement." Just then, Ji-hyuk comes there and hits Moo-jun. Seeing this, Ha-young is about to tell him the truth. These two are not married, but Moo-jun stops her. Then he talks to Ji-hyuk in private and says, "I do not like Ha-young. I only like Rim." On this, Ji-hyuk leaves after saying to him, "If you cheated Rim, then it will not be good for you." Then Moo-jun and Rim are at home, where Rim applies medicine on his wound. After this, Moo-jun is about to tell her his feelings, but is not able to tell. The next day, the manager gives Ji-hyuk some photographs of Ji-hyuk and Rim. Seeing which, Ji-hyuk starts thinking something. There, Ji-hyuk is missing Rim, seeing her photo. Then he goes to meet Rim. Then on the way, he sees Moo-jun, Jun, and Rim going happily together and becomes very sad. Then he goes to a bar and drinks. The next day is Ji-hyuk's engagement. Just then, Moo-jun, Jun, and Rim have also come there to attend someone's birthday party. Ji-hyuk is surprised to see them here. There, Ji-hyuk's mom is worried, thinking, Ji-hyuk is doing this engagement because of me. Then an old friend meets Rim and Moo-jun, and he says to them, "The friendship of you both is quite old. Now you both should get married." On this matter, Rim says, "We both are only good friends." Ji-hyuk also hears these words of theirs, and hearing this, he is shocked. Then his mom comes there, so he goes with her. After this, Ji-hyuk and Ha-young come to the hall for the engagement, so the manager has also come there. He and Ji-hyuk have made a plan, thinking, when they both exchange rings, we will show the photos of Ji-hyuk and Rim to everyone and defame Ji-hyuk. Then Ji-hyuk is about to put the ring on Ha-young, so Ha-young crosses her fingers and is not wearing the ring. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk starts putting the ring on her forcefully. Just then, Ji-hyuk's mom's health suddenly deteriorates and she faints and falls down. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk gets scared and takes her to the hospital. On the way, Ji-hyuk's mom becomes fine and says, "I have done all this deliberately because I did not want you to get engaged to Ha-young." Hearing her words, Ji-hyuk is surprised. Then Ji-hyuk and dad come home, so Ji-hyuk says, "When auntie becomes fine, then I will take out a new date for the engagement." Dad says, "Now there will be no engagement, only direct marriage." Hearing this, Ji-hyuk gets angry. There, mom introduces Ji-hyuk to two people who say to Ji-hyuk, "This company has been made by your mom. Therefore, we will try that your mom can get all this back. But until then, you both do not have to tell this to them. If they found out, then they can cause harm to mom. Until then, you both will have to pretend as before. Mom says, we will do exactly so. Then she says to Ji-hyuk, you do not tell them that I am fine now. Tell them only that I am sick. Ji-hyuk says, okay. Then when Rim is coming back from the birthday party, just then, she sees the board of Ji-hyuk and Ha-young's engagement there, so she feels bad seeing this. Then Ji-hyuk leaves his mom at the hospital and comes home. Then he remembers Rim. She has told such a big lie. Remembering all this, he gets angry. The next day, a meeting takes place in the office where Ji-hyuk deliberately asks Rim some question about children, the answer to which Rim does not know, so she does not understand what she should say. Just then, her team member gives the answer to the question, so Rim also gives the same answer after hearing her answer. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk goes from there in anger. After his leaving, a team member tells everyone, yesterday boss's mom's health suddenly deteriorated. For this reason, their engagement has been postponed for a few days. Hearing this, Rim goes to Ji-hyuk and asks about mom's health, but Ji-hyuk is in anger, so he shows her a work and says, you have not done this properly. Write it again and bring it. After this, Rim writes and brings it many times, but to trouble her, Ji-hyuk rejects it every time and asks her to write again. Then Ha-young comes there and is talking to Ji-hyuk after going into the office. Just then, Rim sees them from outside. Here, Ha-young is about to tell the truth to Ji-hyuk, but before that, Ji-hyuk says, I know the truth. Hearing this, Ha-young is about to say in a loud voice, you have found out that they both are not married? Before that, Ji-hyuk puts his hand on her mouth. Rim sees them, so she thinks they both are kissing. For this reason, she becomes sad and goes from there. After she leaves, Ji-hyuk says to Ha-young, yes, I know the truth, but Rim does not know this thing, and you two do not tell this thing to anyone. Ha-young says, okay. Then Ji-hyuk also tells her, I am doing this marriage because of my mom, and now my mom has made a plan after which we do not need to do this marriage. Hearing this, Ha-young is happy. Ji-hyuk says, right now this thing should not be known to anyone. Ha-young says, okay, it will not be known to anyone. Then she is going. Just then, she meets Rim, so she says to Rim, I know that you are single. Just then, Ji-hyuk arrives there and she hears this and asks who is single. On this, Ji-hyuk changes the subject and says she was talking about ice cream, yet that single ice cream has to be brought, right? Ji-hyuk says, okay. Then she says to Ji-hyuk, Dad is calling you. Hearing this, Ji-hyuk goes to meet Dad. So Dad says to him, get married soon. On this, to postpone the marriage, Ji-hyuk says to them, until Mom becomes fine, I will not marry. Dad says, okay. Then Ji-hyuk comes to his office, so Rim comes to show the work again, but Ji-hyuk rejects it again and asks her to do it again. Hearing this, Rim asks Ji-hyuk, why are you doing all this with me? Ji-hyuk says, because I am very angry at you. You have told a lie that you are married. After this, Rim tries a lot to explain to him, I was helpless, therefore I lied. But Ji-hyuk does not listen to any of her words. Then Rim is sitting outside. Then she thinks, when the rest will find out about this, then how much they will get angry. Then Rim is going to the hospital to meet her mom. Then also she is thinking about this only. Then she meets her mom, so her mom tells her, I am going to be discharged very soon. Hearing this, Rim is happy. Then Mom says to her, you are doing all this alone. You are bearing all the expenses of my hospital, and at the same time, giving the installment of the loan too. You are very brave. After this, Rim goes to meet Ji-hyuk and tells him everything. For what reason, I have lied. She also tells him here, why did I come back from Jeju Island that day without telling? After this, she requests Ji-hyuk, until I get a new job, let me work here until then. Ji-hyuk agrees to this point. Then Rim comes home and tells everything to Moo-jun. On this, Moo-jun says, come on, whatever happened, happened for the good, that your boss has found out the truth. Rim says, yes, you are saying right. A burden has been removed from the heart. Then Moo-jun confesses his feelings to Rim here. Hearing his words, Rim is surprised and she is not able to understand anything, what she should say. Then Moo-jun says, you do not need to give the answer right now. You think well and give the answer later. The next day, Rim comes to the office and starts helping a lady there. Just then, Ji-hyuk comes there and he sees her helping someone like this, so he feels good. Here, Ji-hye sends Ji-hyuk and Rim's photographs to Ha-young's house, but there those photographs fall into Tae's hands. He comes to Ji-hye taking those photographs and says to her, what do you think? By doing all this, their marriage will break. If you want, I can support you in this. Ji-hye does not give any answer to him, so he goes from there. Then Rim and Ji-hyuk are going somewhere for work. Then Ji-hyuk says to Rim, today you will drive the car. Rim says, I do not know how to drive a car properly. Ji-hyuk says, still, today you only will drive the car. So Rim starts driving the car. She is driving the car very slowly. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk asks her to increase the speed. Then she suddenly increases the speed, and their accident is narrowly avoided. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk gets angry at her. So Rim says, I had already told you that I do not know how to drive a car in the right way. Ji Hyuk says, okay, now drive the car slowly. After this, they both go to a place to put up photos for a photo exhibition. While putting up the photo there, they both come very close to each other. Seeing this, Rim becomes nervous. Here, Ji Hyuk's mom shares her whole story with Rim's mom. So Rim's mom asks her, until your work is done, where will you stay? Ji Hyuk's mom says, until then, I will stay at a hotel. On this, Rim's mom says, no, do not stay in a hotel. Stay with me at my house. Ji Hyuk's mom says, no, I do not want to trouble you. Rim's mom says, what trouble? Anyway, when my daughter goes to the office daily, I will be alone in the house. If you are there, then we both will talk a lot. Hearing this, Ji Hyuk's mom agrees to stay at their house. Then Ji Hyuk and Moo Jun give an interview where they tell about their park and say, we are going to do a photo exhibition very soon. After this, Moo Jun says to Rim, come on, let's go home together. But Rim says, I have some work in the office. Rim talks to him here in a slightly strange way, so Moo Jun asks her, why are you talking to me like this? I have proposed to you? Are you doing so because of this reason? Rim says, yes, well, it is like that. Moo Jun says, you can talk to me as before. Ji Hyuk also hears the talk of both of them, and hearing this, he feels bad. Then Moo Jun says to Rim, you finish your work and come outside. I am waiting for you outside. Then Rim is finishing her work. Just then, Ji Hyuk comes there and calls her to his office. Rim goes into the office, so Ji Hyuk asks her, have you sent invitation cards to everyone for the exhibition? Rim says, yes, I have sent them. After this, Rim gets a call from Moo Jun, so she starts leaving from there. But Ji Hyuk stops her and kisses her. Seeing this, Rim pushes him and starts leaving from there. Then Ji Hyuk goes after her and confesses his feelings to her. Rim says, but you and Ha Young are going to get married. Ji Hyuk says, that marriage is being forced. On this, Rim leaves, saying here, I too will forget all this. You also forget it. After this, Rim comes outside. Moo Jun says to her, let's eat food somewhere and then go home. And on this, Rim says, I have to go home early, and goes from there. Seeing this, Moo Jun does not understand why she is doing so. Just then, Ji Hyuk arrives there. Seeing him, Moo Jun understands that surely some talk has happened between these two. Then Rim is at home and she is thinking about this only. The next day, she is thinking about this in the office too. Just then, she sees Ji Hyuk with a team member and she thinks Ji Hyuk is kissing her. But actually, it is not so. He is scolding her. Seeing this, Rim thinks, what I had seen that day of Ha Young and Ji Hyuk kissing was my misunderstanding. There is really no relationship between those two. Then they both are standing outside the lift. Then Ji Hyuk again confesses his feelings to Rim. Rim does not understand here what she should say. Therefore, she does not give any answer to him. Then they both go to the market to get some items. While checking a lotion there, a lot of lotion gets applied to Rim's hand. So Ji Hyuk cleans it with his hand and then again says to Rim, I like you very much. On this, Rim says, why do you like me so much? I do not even match your family status. Ji Hyuk says, it does not make any difference to me. I like you, so I just like you. There, Moo Jun is preparing for the exhibition. Just then, Ha Young comes there, so he comes outside to talk to her. Here he tells her, I have confessed my feelings to Rim. Hearing this, Ha Young is happy, thinking, Rim will reject him and then he will come to me. The next day, Ji Hyuk's mom gets discharged from the hospital, so Ji Hyuk asks her, where will you stay? His mom says, I will go to my friend's house. Then when they both come outside, Ji Hyuk meets Rim and her mom. Ji Hyuk's mom tells him, she is my friend and I will stay at her house. Hearing this, Ji Hyuk is very happy, and then he picks up their luggage to keep in the car. After this, those people come home where Moo Jun has made food for everyone. Seeing him there, Ji Hyuk feels very jealous. Then during eating food, Ji Hyuk and Moo Jun both try to impress Rim's mom. Then, after eating, Ji Hyuk also washes all the dishes. Then, Ji Hyuk's mom is happy seeing them both together. Then, at night, both together also throw the trash. After this, Rim tells them, the bathroom bulb has gone bad. So Ji Hyuk immediately changes the bulb. Then Rim asks Ji Hyuk to go home, but he does not go and sleeps right here. Then Ji Hyuk's mom talks to Rim and tells her everything about her problem. After this, Rim's mom also talks to Rim and says to her, any person should be judged by how much he takes care of you and how much he supports you in trouble. Hearing this, Rim remembers how Ji Hyuk always helps her. Then she comes to Ji Hyuk and puts a blanket over him. Here she becomes convinced that Ji Hyuk really loves her a lot. The next day, the photo exhibition takes place where many people have come. There, Ji Hai sends a man to set a fire. But Ji Hyuk sees that man. He tries to catch that man, but that man hits him and runs away after setting a fire there. Then the fire alarm rings there, so hearing this, everyone comes out from there. After coming out, Rim sees that Ji Hyuk is not there, so she goes inside to find him. Then at a place she finds Ji Hyuk, but he is unconscious. So Rim picks him up and brings him out. After coming out, when Ji Hyuk regains consciousness, then Rim hugs him and says, I had got very scared. Ji Hyuk again confesses his feelings to her here. So hearing this, Rim kisses him. After this, Rim also says to him, I also like you very much, but I took a little time to understand this thing. After this, they both are about to kiss each other again. Just then, the rest arrive there. There, Tai again says to Ji Hai, we should get together. Ji Hai asks him, if you need money for a new company, then you can get that out from Dad yourself. Then why do you want to join hands with me? Tae says, the business I had started earlier was ruined because of Ji Hyuk. For this reason, I hate him and want to ruin him. Then at night, Ji Hyuk and Rim are very happy thinking about each other. The next day, they get ready well and come to the office. When they are in the lift, they hold each other's hand. Then Ji Hyuk comes to the office holding Rim's hand only. After coming there, Rim says to him, we will have to stay saved from others. After this, when Rim is working, then Ji Hyuk sends flowers for her. Seeing this, Rim is very happy. But her team members feel that the flowers have been sent by Moo-jun, and they start praising Moo-jun. Hearing this, Ji Hyuk does not feel good. Then Rim comes to the office to say thanks for the flowers. Then seeing the opportunity, Ji Hyuk starts coming near Rim. Just then, he sees team members coming, so he starts acting as if he is scolding Rim for work. But actually, he was asking her for a date. Should we go to see a movie or go to have dinner? Then Dad scolds Ji Hyuk for the fire accident. So seeing this, Ji Hae is happy. After this, Ji Hyuk goes to meet Ha Young and takes CCTV camera footage from her, thinking, I can find out who that man was who had set the fire. Then, at night, Rim and Moo-jun are together where Rim tries a lot to tell Moo-jun about her and Ji Hyuk's relationship, but Moo-jun avoids the matter by talking about this and that. Actually, Moo-jun had seen Ji Hyuk and Rim kissing after the fire broke out, and he had understood, Rim considers me only a good friend. The next day, Ji Hyuk and Rim go to have lunch together, where they talk a lot with each other and are very happy. Then they both are coming back. Just then, Rim sees team members coming from the front, so she pushes Ji Hyuk away. Seeing them, Ji Hyuk also picks up a can and starts watering the plants. Then, Moo-jun meets a team member of Rim, so she says to Moo-jun, the flowers you sent to Rim. Seeing them, Rim was very happy. Moo-jun says, I had not sent any flowers. The team member says, if you had not sent the flowers, then who had sent those flowers? Hearing this, Moo-jun thinks Ji Hyuk must have sent those flowers. Then at night, Moo-jun meets Rim and says to her, the proposal I gave you, don't take it seriously, it was just a joke. Hearing this, Rim gets angry at him. How can he make such a joke? The next day, Ha Young tells her mom, Ji Hyuk is finding that person who set the fire. Tai mocks her on this matter, but Ha Young's mom supports Ha Young on this matter and at the same time praises her too. You have chosen the best photographer. Then Ha Young meets Moo-jun, and here during the conversation, she understands that Rim has rejected him. So she says to Moo-jun, I will help you move on. There, Dad holds a meeting where he takes the work of making the park famous from Ji Hyuk's team and gives it to Ji Hye's team, and Ji Hyuk's team is put into customer service. Actually, Ji Hye is doing all this thinking, through this, Ji Hyuk's team will break. Then when the people of Ji Hyuk's team hear the angry words of people on calls, they are very sad at all this. Then Rim gets a call from a mom who is talking to Rim in a very angry way about this. Your company's diaper is very bad. Seeing this, Rim says to her, please talk calmly. But from this, that mom gets even more angry, so they come to the company to protest. Rim tries a lot to explain to them, but they do not listen to a single word of hers and attack her. Just then, her other team members come there and save her. Then when Ji Hyuk finds out all this, he calls Rim to the office. Rim comes, so Ji Hyuk hugs her and tells her to work with courage. Then Rim and Ji Hyuk go to meet that mom. Rim tries to convince them, but that mom is not agreeing. In between, her stroller moves forward from there, so Rim runs and saves that baby. But because of this, Rim gets an injury. Seeing this, the mom thinks, I have made a mistake. Then Ji Hyuk takes Rim to the hospital and gets her treatment done. Then that mom comes there and admits her mistake. There, Tae gives Rim's marriage status certificate to Ji Hye. Seeing which, Ji Hye also finds out Rim is not married. Here that lady tells Ji Hyuk and Rim, I was angry at your company. For that, I did all this. Actually, when the vacancies for the mom's job came, then this lady had also applied. At that time, this lady needed the job very much, and she also had experience, but still she did not get the job. For this reason, this lady was angry at the company people, therefore she said about the company, their products are not good. Hearing all this, Rim realizes, I should not have taken the job by telling a lie. Then she says to Ji-hyuk about this too, that job was someone else's right, and I have taken that job by telling a lie. On this, Ji-hyuk first hugs her and then says to her, you have not done anything wrong. The next day, Ji-hye comes to the office taking Rim's marriage status certificate, but she does not tell this thing to anyone yet. She says to Rim, yesterday you handled everything very well. Therefore, I want you to give an interview on TV. Ji-hyuk refuses for this, so Ji-hye understands he is trying to hide the truth. Therefore, to make Rim feel guilty deliberately, she makes her the employee of the month. Then when everyone is praising her, so seeing this, Rim feels very bad. Then at night, Moo-jun goes to pick up June. So June tells him, a function is going to happen in my school very soon, and I have participated in it. You will play guitar with me in that function, right? Moo-jun says, yes, I will definitely play. Then Rim comes home, so her mom also praises her a lot. From this, Rim feels even worse. The next day, Rim comes to the office and remembers the old things. After this, she thinks, I will leave this work. There, Ji-hye gives a project to Ji-hyuk. Ji-hyuk says, okay, I will do this project, but I have one condition, that if I and my team completed this project successfully, then you people will make my team permanent. Ji-hye says, okay. Then they come outside, where Ji-hyuk says to Ji-hye, you have really chosen a very good team for me. Actually, Ji-hyuk has found out Ji-hyo has deliberately chosen the moms with low scores. He thinks she did this so she could trouble me. Then Ji-hyuk holds a meeting where he tells his team all the details about the project. On this, his team says, yes, we will do this project. But Rim is still upset. Then Ji-hyuk is in the office. Just then, Rim goes to him, taking her resignation letter. Ji-hyuk does not accept her resignation letter here and shows her the interview scores. Ji-hyo had deliberately taken the moms with the lowest scores in the team so that this team would look only for show. But in this team, only you were the one who proved that this team too can do something. Then he also says to Rim, right now you cannot resign. Right now we have to complete this project and get everyone permanent. While saying this, Ji-hyuk hugs Rim. Just then, a team member of theirs sees them hugging. So she is shocked and thinks, Rim is cheating on Moo-jun. Then she tells this thing to everyone else too. After this, everyone behaves in a strange way with Rim and repeatedly asks Rim about Moo-jun. Then they find out the whole team is going for dinner, but Moo-jun is not coming there. So everyone else also refuses to go for dinner and leaves from there. Seeing this, Rim thinks, why are these people doing so? There, Ha-young goes to see Jun's performance, but Moo-jun is not able to reach there on time, so Ha-young performs with Jun. Then Moo-jun also arrives there, and he sees them both together. Then those people come back where Moo-jun says, thanks to Ha-young for performing with Jun. Ha-young says, it is no matter. Then Moo-jun also says to her, do not give any hope to Jun that you will stay with him forever. Hearing this, Ha-young becomes sad. The next day, Rim tells everything to her team members. So, hearing this, everyone is shocked at first, but later they are happy for Ji-hyuk and Rim's new relation. Then they take Ji-hyuk with them forcefully to a restaurant, and everyone celebrates together for Ji-hyuk and Rim's new relation and are very happy. Then, Ji-hyuk and Rim are going home. Just then, the rain is very heavy, so both go to Ji-hyuk's house. After going there, Rim says, sorry to Ji-hyuk. He has been hurt a lot because of me. On this, Ji-hyuk asks her to forget the old things and move forward. After this, they both spend a good time with each other. The next morning, Rim wakes up, so she is happy seeing Ji-hyuk near her. Just then, Ji-hyuk also wakes up. She asks to get up for brushing, but Ji-hyuk hugs her and falls asleep again. There, Ha-young drinks too much, and then in anger tells her mom, I like Moo-jun. I will not marry anyone except him. Hearing this, Ha-young's mom goes to meet Moo-jun, but after going there, she is impressed by Moo-jun after seeing his kind behavior. There, Ji-hyuk and Rim go wandering together. They do shopping together, cycling, play games, and spend a good time with each other. Then Rim falls asleep, so Ji-hyuk keeps looking at her. Then at night, Ji-hyuk and Rim go to meet their respective moms and tell both of them, we both like each other. Hearing this, their moms are very happy. The next day, Rim gives an idea for a comfort baby carrier, which everyone likes. But then they find out that some other company has copied their product and launched it today. Knowing this, everyone is shocked. Then Ji-hyuk's dad comes there and he slaps Rim and blames her. You are a spy for some other parent company and you have sent the company's data to the other company. With this blame, Rim is taken for investigation. After going there, Rim finds out, these emails have been sent from my laptop only. They ask Rim, what do you know about this? So Rim does not know anything about this. There, Ji-hyuk goes to talk to Dad, so Dad says to him, remove Rim from the job right now. Ji-hyuk says, I already know that Rim is not married, but she cannot do any such wrong work. Here, Ji-hyuk also tells Dad, I like Rim. Hearing this, Dad gets angry. Here, Ji-hye also shows Dad the photo of Ji-hyuk and Rim together. seeing which Dad starts getting even more angry. After this, Ji-hyuk says, "Now I will handle this entire matter myself." Then Ji-hae goes into her office and is very happy. Just then Tae has also come there who, seeing her happy, says, "It seems our plan is working." Actually, all this has been done by Tae and Ji-hae, only thinking, through this, Ji-hyuk and Dad both can be removed from the company. On the other side, Ha-young starts staying very upset because of the rejection received from Moo-jun. Seeing this, her mom starts worrying about her. So she goes to meet Moo-jun and talks to him about Ha-young, but Moo-jun clearly refuses them here, saying, "I do not see any future with Ha-young." Then Ji-hyuk gets involved in gathering evidence. Who has done this work? The next day, Rim is asked about this again. So Rim takes all the blame on herself. She says, "I am a spy for another company and I only have sent your secrets to the other company." Ji-hyuk thinks, why has she done so? Actually, Rim had done all this at Ji-hae is saying. Ji-hae had told her if she did not take all the blame on herself, then all the blame would go on Ji-hyuk. He would be removed from the company and he would not be able to become the president. Rim could not see all this happening to Ji-hyuk. Therefore, she took all the blame on herself, thinking, by doing this, I can save Ji-hyuk. There, Ha-young says to her mom, "I want to go to America so that after leaving Moo-jun, I can do my further study." Hearing this, her mom becomes emotional and leaves after giving her a drawing made by Jun. Actually, when Ha-young's mom had gone to meet Moo-jun, then they had met Jun there, and he had given this drawing to them. In this drawing, she and Jun were there. Ha-young looks at that drawing, so she remembers the moment spent with Jun and becomes sad. Then Tae and Ji-hae hold a meeting with the shareholders of the company, and in which they talk about removing Ji-hyuk and his dad from the company. The shareholders also agree to their point. Seeing this, Ji-hae and Tae are happy. There, Ji-hyuk goes to meet Rim and asks her, "Did you really do this?" But Rim is still taking all the blame on herself only. After this, she also breaks up with Ji-hyuk, thinking, "I must break up with him so Ji-hyuk does not get stuck in any problem because of me." The next day, Rim's mom sees her sad and asks her about it. So Rim tells her everything. How I had taken the job by telling a lie, and now how they have removed me from the job. Hearing Rim's words, her mom says, "We will go to some relative's house for a few days, so that you can forget all this." Rim also agrees to this. There, Ji-hyuk is doing his investigation. Then during the investigation, he gets a big piece of evidence. He finds the same man who had set the fire that day. He finds out he is connected to the same company which had copied our product. After this, Ji-hyuk goes to meet Rim, but Rim has left from there. So he meets Moo-jun and asks him about Rim. At first, Moo-jun refuses to tell, but later when Ji-hyuk says, "I want to erase the blame put on Rim," then hearing this, Moo-jun gives him Rim's address. Then Ji-hyuk goes to her uncle's house to meet Rim. So the uncle starts hitting him, considering him a thief. Just then, Rim comes out and tells her uncle, "He is my boss." So the uncle agrees. Then Rim asks Ji-hyuk to go back, but Ji-hyuk does not go and says to Rim, "I have not eaten anything since morning, and on top of that, you people are doing all this with me." Then those people bring food for Ji-hyuk. Ji-hyuk is eating food. Just then, Rim tells everyone, "He is my ex-boyfriend." Hearing this, everyone is surprised. Just then, Ji-hyuk says to them, "I am not her ex, but her present boyfriend." After this, Ji-hyuk stays right there for the night. The next day, Ji-hyuk is getting the farm work done with them. Then fruits fall down from his hand, so Rim comes and helps him. Seeing this, Ji-hyuk is happy. Then Ji-hyuk is having pain in his back, so Rim applies a pain patch on his back. After this, Ji-hyuk says, "I will prove you innocent." On this, Rim says, whether he proves anything or not, she still loves him. Hearing this, Ji-hyuk is happy. The next day, he is going for the company. Just then, Rim gives him a pen drive in which there are some audio recordings. There, Ji-hae and Tae together hold a press conference in which they are trying to completely remove Ji-hyuk and his dad. Ji-hae tells everyone about Ji-hyuk and Rim's relation. She says Ji-hyuk had an affair with a member of his own team, Rim, and Rim has transferred data to the other company. She also shows Rim's marriage status certificate to everyone here and tells them Rim had taken the job by telling a lie. Here she also exposes Dad in front of everyone. He has abused his wife and has sent her to the hospital. Hearing all this, Dad is shocked and leaves from there without saying anything. After this, Ji-hae also convinces all other people to remove Dad and Ji-hyuk from the company forever. She is saying all this. Just then, Ji-hyuk arrives there. He plays a recording in front of everyone in which Ji-hae's manager is saying to Ji-hae, he has sent those emails from Rim's laptop. Actually, one day, Rim had forgotten her phone in the office. The recorder was on in it, so all this got recorded. Ji-hae is surprised seeing all this. Then Ji-hyuk tells everyone, all this has been done by Tae and Ji-hae together. He also tells here, the fire that broke out that day was also set by them. Now Ji-hye and Tae do not have any way to escape. Then Tae says to Ji-hyuk, now you and dad also cannot run the company, so now who will run the company? Just then Ji-hyuk calls his mom there and tells everyone, from today, the CEO of this company is she. Then Ji-hyuk's mom goes onto the stage and tells everyone everything about her husband. She also tells here, this company was made by her, but her husband snatched everything from her. But now she has got everything back. Now the whole truth comes in front of everyone, and Ji-hyuk's mom becomes the new CEO. All the planning of Ji-hye and Tae fails. Then Tae goes outside where his dad slaps him and says, because of his such actions, he has always remained behind Ji-hyuk. Tae feels very bad at all this. Then Ji-hyuk is going, so Tae goes after him. Ji-hyuk stops at a place and is getting flowers for Rim and at the same time is talking to Rim on the phone. Just then Tae comes there and hits Ji-hyuk with his car. Ji-hye sees all this. Then Ji-hyuk is immediately taken to the hospital. Rim also immediately arrives there. Ji-hyuk's mom and Rim both are very worried for Ji-hyuk. There, Ji-hye gives a statement to the police. Tae has hit Ji-hyuk. On Ji-hye's statement, Tae is arrested. The next day, Ji-hyuk's mom gives divorce papers to dad and tells him to sign. There, Ji-hyuk's life is saved, but he has not regained consciousness yet. Rim stays with him the whole time. The next day, Ji-hyuk regains consciousness, but his memory is lost, so he says to her, I don't recognize you. Seeing this, Rim becomes upset. Then they ask the doctor about this, so the doctor tells them, Ji-hyuk has got memory loss. He does not remember anything after Jeju Island. It is possible that he remembers everything soon, and it is also possible that it takes a lot of time for him to remember everything. After this, Rim tries to make him remember by showing some photos, but he does not remember anything. Instead, he has a suspicion of Rim. He says to Rim, you have been sent by my dad, right? Rim tries to explain to him, but he does not listen to any of her words. Then Rim tells all this to her team, so everyone together makes a plan. They recreate the scene of Jeju Island, but seeing that too, Ji-hyuk does not remember anything. Then Rim meets him, so he says to Rim, he has returned to his old life where he does not have trust and love. Hearing this, Rim becomes sad and goes from there. There, Ji-hye also leaves her dad's house, but before leaving, she makes dad realize how many mistakes he has made. On the other side, Ha-young is going to the airport to go to America. Just then, she gets a call from Moo-jun who tells her June has gone missing. Hearing this, Ha-young does not go to the airport and starts finding June. At last, she finds June in a park. She spends the whole day with him. At night, she is putting him to sleep. Just then, she also falls asleep with him. Seeing them both together, Moo-jun feels good, and he thinks Ha-young is best for June. Therefore, he decides to marry Ha-young. Then Ji-hyuk is discharged from the hospital, but he still does not remember anything. Then we are shown a scene of 1 year later, where Rim has started a small baby product company of her own, and her company is running quite well. Then one day, Rim finds out my sister is on Jeju Island. Therefore, she goes to Jeju Island to find her. After going there, she remembers her first kiss. Then she is going. Just then, Ji-hyuk has also come there. They both collide with each other, in between which they have a kiss, from which Ji-hyuk remembers everything. Seeing this, Rim is very happy. After this, Ji-hyuk joins Rim's company, and both are very happy together. Then one day, Ji-hyuk says to Rim, will you marry me? And Rim says, yes, and these two get married. Then we are shown a scene of a few years later where now Ji-hyuk and Rim have children, and they are very happy with their children. Here they both talk about their first kiss. Everything started because of one kiss. After this, they both kiss each other again. With this drama ends right here.